So, Jay, Indiana commanding 4-0 victory. Would you say that your team executed everything 100%, or were you sort of not satisfied that it could have been a bit more?
I think today was actually a complete performance. If that's probably the only word I can sum up today. We did, from the first whistle to the 95th whistle, we just were on top of the game. We fought hard, we tackled hard, we played exceptionally smart today. We didn't do anything silly. Even when we're 2-0 up, it's a dangerous score, so you've got to be careful with that. We came out, we executed the same things we talked about at half time. And I obviously in the end, could have been. It was a training session, and it was actually comical at times. But it was a great win against a massive opponent, and we look forward to the draw of the final 32.
Is that the best performance the Bentley Greens have had in your time at the club?
I'd probably say that's probably up there. Absolutely, it was like I said. It was. We've had games where we've been very good at times, and then we've had a lull during the game. But today was just 95 minutes, just kept on going and going and going. Even when we were 4-0 up, we just wanted more and more and more. And the boys just were hungry from the start. I could see it in their eyes from their warm up. They really wanted it, and they got their just reward.
How did you go about motivating the boys? Was it based on the result last time? Was it based on making the round of 32 for the FFA Cup? How did you go? What did you tell them about pre-game?
I think they motivated themselves, really. They actually they knew what was going on. There was some comments in social media which, more or less spurred them on a bit more. We're not going to go through that, but the boys knew about that, and at the end of the day, as a coach, you do what you can. But once these boys cross the white line, they're on their own, and today they did everything perfect.
At half time, John, what did you tell them? It was pretty tight at half time.
Yeah.
As in the Community Shield, you seemed to come out and really do the job.
Yeah, look, we said we just got to keep on doing what we're doing. Okay, they've they're 2-0 behind. They're going to come at us, which we expected in the first 10-15 minutes of the second half, and they did that. But we kept our shape. We did everything right, and we tried to get them on counter attacks, which we did. We used Chris Lucas against the two boys at the back there, who we thought that he could outrun them all the time, and worked to a T that. So, and if Chris was a bit careful, he could have had a hat-trick today.
I guess the one sour note about tonight would be Ross Archibalds' injury. Can you give us an early prognosis?
Well, I've just found out he's gone to hospital. They're going to give him a needle, pop his shoulder back in, and then do an X-ray. So, we're hoping it's not serious. It's funny because we had Matt Thurtell out today, who had a head injury on last Friday. Kamal Ibrahim's just coming back from an injury, and we had two fit players on the bench. Josh Brindle South was sick all week and just came back today, to be honest. So, we're falling now by the numbers. But you know what it is? It's the boys are really together. They understand that if someone's missing, someone will come in and do a job for them. And I can't be more proud of them.
Pilko moved into centre back today. Is that how you'd go moving forward if Ross was to miss a few games?
I don't know. I'll have to ask the assistant coach because he made that move. But I'd put him. Pilko is a machine. You put him anywhere and do a job for you. So, we had no hesitation in him going centre back.
Listing his game this year, isn't he, Gabbo?
Gabbo's doing well. Yeah, about time.
It's said that Bentley Greens arguably have the best team outside of the A-League. Given what Bentley did 2 years ago, reaching the semi-finals, how well poised is the squad now to achieve that, if not go one better?
Yeah, look. We need everyone fit, yeah. That's the most important thing, and we know that the Sydney teams have strengthened considerably this year in the FFA Cup. So, we know that if we get drawn against the Sydney team, it'll be one hell of a fight. So, but we've got enough players here to do the business and go that extra step. And like I said to you, we tasted the sweets a couple of years ago and get to the semi-final. For some reason, there's a burning desire to go that extra step.
Touching on that, there are some A-League teams being left behind in terms of standard and where they are in the table, and there's some NPL clubs gaining some traction. I know it's early days yet, but there are some teams that you would preferably like to draw than others to just show where Bentley is at, where the NPL is at, and that we can beat these teams?
That's a tough question because I know that a lot of A-leagues, those ones that were supposedly the lower part of the league, they'll be strengthening considerably this year, and because they have to. It's a cutthroat business in the A-league at the moment. People want results. You're getting new consortiums buying the clubs. The Newcastle one just today, so they'd expect success. So whichever team we play, it's going to be a tough gig, obviously, because it's A-league. But you know what? We've worked hard. We know what we want. We know we'll study the whoever we get drawn against. If we get drawn against an A-league club, we have to get past the next round, by the way. So let's start with that one. But we don't have a preference who we want to draw against at the moment. We just want to get to that position where if we do draw against someone, we know how to handle it.
What are your thoughts on the way you can't register players that have played in preliminary competitions? So, I mean, right now we're looking at not playing with Ross Honos, not playing with Kyle Kennedy, our keeper, who we're missing today. Last time in 2014, you were forced to play a lot of youngsters, probably couldn't progress as far as you could. What are your thoughts on not being able to register players that have played in the preliminary Victorian state league competitions? Yeah,
it was a conversation I had before the game with a South Melbourne counterpart, and he actually told me that it happens around the world. It doesn't only happen here. I don't agree with it, but if it's a worldwide rule, then we can't do anything about it. But you'd love to have someone like Ross Honos involved in the in the 32 because he's a sensational player, and But I'm hoping Kamal Ibrahim is 85% there. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks he'll hit his straps, and because we believe a lot in Kamal, and we hope he'll help us out going forward. In saying that, we need everyone to be fit, and hopefully Ross is okay, and obviously Ross has been an absolute stalwart at the back.
Just sort of going with Yasser's question there. But in saying that, it's also not a level playing field because A-League clubs do have 5 visa spots, whereas NPL clubs only have 2. So, do you think that the FFA should make some kind of reforms to make it more of an even playing field and give NPL clubs a better chance to actually go far in this competition?
Yes, I agree with that. That's a good point, man. You're always going to have at this stage A-League clubs in the finals, no doubt about it, But if we were allowed to have some, say, a guest player, which I think we're allowed to. I think Heidelberg had one last year. If we can, and Oakley had one. So it'll be good. Like if we can expand on that a little bit more to give us a better opportunity against A-League clubs, because they're professional. We train twice a week. They train twice a day. So we need to bridge that gap a bit more to actually give us a chance to actually try and win a FFA Cup eventually.